Let your mind ride the breath. Let the awareness ride on the breath. Like on the back of a dolphin that's leaping up and then going down in, and then leaping up and going down in. Lightly. You can stay with the entire breath. In order to do that, you can still focus on one place where the breath passes. One place might be the tip of the nose, inside the tip of the nose. The other might be in the abdomen, the rising and falling of the muscle that moves in relation to each breath. Pick one of those and then remain with it for this moment. Either the breathing in and out at the tip of the nose, or the rising and falling in the abdomen. Watch the breath as carefully as you can. Attend to each breath, not only just the in-breath, but the beginning, middle, and end of the in-breath. Similarly, the beginning, middle, and end of the out-breath. Every time the mind wanders to any sensation or thought, the minute you notice that it has wandered away from the breath, just very gently, non-judgmentally, draw the awareness back to the next breath. If you are new to this method, it may help you to count one with each breath. Count up to 10 and see how many of those breaths you can stay fully conscious of the breath without the mind flickering away, but staying light, don't tense up. And every time you don't get to 10, go back and start again. Keep the breath as natural as possible. you'll notice subtler and subtler ways that the mind flickers from the breath to something else. Hearing the piano or hearing the heater or a cough or whatever, the mind registers it. That registering is a flip of awareness. Always just gently return to the breath. Full in-breath, space between the in-breath and the out-breath, the complete out-breath, the space between the out-breath and the next in-breath. Now, staying in this meditative state, we will shift practice to another kind of meditation. What you have been doing is what is called Samadhi practice, or concentration, to bring the mind down to one point, to discipline it into the clarity of sharp perception, until it will stay with the breath for even one full breath or two full breaths. So if you didn't get up to 10, don't feel that you were in any way a failure, because the mind flickers and it is so used to having its way. But to bring it back to the breath, to begin to train the mind, is alien to most people's lives. And the mind doesn't let go easily, the brain, the thinking mind. Now just open up into mindfulness, just being aware of what is. Let the mind be drawn to whatever primary object it is drawn to. If it's drawn to a feeling in your back or in your legs, notice that. If it's drawn to a memory or a planning or an emotion, a listening, a tasting, whatever sensation or thought, let it flicker to that, let it sit with it. Don't hold on to the thought or sensation and then watch it be replaced by another one. It's as if you were sitting on a riverbank watching the mind's stuff go by. Here comes a floating sensation from the knee. Here comes a thought about the whole process. Here comes the listening to a sound. They just come and they go. Letting thoughts and sensations arise as they will arise, exist as they exist, and pass away as they pass away. Begin to notice that reality for you is a whole set of discrete thoughts and sensations, one following another, happening at such a fast rate that it begins to all seem solid to you. You're checking in on sound, on equilibrium, on sensations in the body, of thoughts. Heater sound arising, passing away. If you feel at all sleepy, take a few deep intentional breaths and then return to the mindfulness. What we are doing now is a practice called mindfulness, which one is mindful of phenomena as they come into existence, exist, and pass away. a subtle component of that practice that is a little difficult to get hold of, but just experiment for a moment, is to become aware of your general mind state. Could call it mood or quality of mind. It might be sad or light or eager or depressed or equanimous or tight. Just, it's the general it's like the color of the room you're standing in. And it's just created, it's held up. It's like one of those buildings that's held up by air. It's held up by thought at some level. See if you can define the nature of the color of the room you are in your mind. And just to give you some experience in seeing the changing nature of mind states, go back to the moment you woke up this morning and very gently flick through the mind states that you recall between the moment of waking up and being here now. Run through the different things you did and reflect for a moment on what mind state you were in during that. And finally, for the last component of this meditation, focus in on the thought of I. And look and see if you can find out where that is. Where is the thought of I? Who is this I? In the ocean of awareness, where is I? I think, I feel, I know, I hurt, I hope, I wish, I don't know. Who is that I? Is there just one of them? Is the I know and I don't know, are those the same I? Imagine a vast ocean of awareness, and on it floats this thing called I. Or perhaps it's just a drop in the ocean. I hear the truck. There's truck, there's hearing, there's I. Where's the I? Who hears the truck? Open your eyes and look around. There's feeling and people and lights. There are the phenomena. There is the sensing. There's the I seeing. And then there's the I using the optic nerve and the retina and the lens to see. Where's the I? Who are you anyway? Do you exist? Are you a creation of your own mind? Is there anybody home? Who is it you're protecting?
This podcast is brought to you by the Love Serve Remember Foundation and ramdas.org. We appreciate you listening, and we appreciate all the support that you've given us. Please continue that support and donate at ramdas.org. We can then continue to share what Ramdas has been sharing for all of these years. Thank you.